Hi guys, it's Toby Trundle here, the creator of the Save My Life programme and the UK's #1 obesity weight loss coach. Today I want to talk to you about the question about what's good to eat to lose weight. In my last video that you can see the link for below, we talked about the different types of food, okay, so your carbohydrates, your proteins and your fats, and what types of foods you need to be getting in those categories. But today I want to talk to you a little bit more about individual foods that you can add into your diet, or you need to make sure you're getting into your diet, okay, in order to maximise your results and get those results as quick as possible. So the first thing I'd say that you need to be getting in, okay, is plenty of leafy green vegetables, okay? One, because they contain all the vitamin and minerals you need and your body needs in order to maintain good energy levels, okay, so you can burn more through exercise. But also because they contain high fibre, which increases your metabolic rate by making your digestive system work harder throughout the day. And the more that digestive system has to work, the more calories it burns, okay? The next thing is high fibre and high protein snacks, so things like nuts and seeds, and good sources of grains, so things like oats, okay, in whatever form you want those, and also high fibre veg, like we've already mentioned, so also things like cucumber and celery and things like that, okay, which are also going to, that high fibre again is going to make your gut have to work harder, okay, in order to process it, which is going to increase that metabolic rate even further, okay. Protein's also going to help your body to repair after exercise, and it keeps you feeling hungry because it takes longer to, not so hungry, because it takes longer to digest in the system than other things like carbohydrates and fats, okay. So it's going to keep you fuller for longer, and you should be eating every 2 to 3 hours, okay. So get those snacks in mid-morning, mid-afternoon, even if you want before you go to bed, get that in there as well. The third thing, okay, is coconut oil, okay? We tell all our guys to use coconut oil to cook in rather than olive oil. Olive oil, when you cook it at high heat, okay, becomes toxic to the body, and it turns from an unsaturated fat to a saturated fat. So when you actually ingest it, it's going into the body as a saturated fat. Now, coconut oil starts off as a saturated fat. It's completely natural, and you can look on the internet and you can see the great benefits of coconut oil, not just for your gut health, but also for increasing your ability to burn fat in the body, and also other things as well, okay, it can be used for as well as sort of consumption. But coconut oil starts off as a saturated fat, but when it's cooked, okay, it goes to an unsaturated fat, which is what is ideal for our body. And even when it cools, it doesn't turn back to a saturated fat, okay? It keeps in that unsaturated state. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about superfoods, okay? So superfoods are foods which give you an excellent nutrition value, okay, so in terms of vitamins, minerals and antioxidants, okay, and everything in the superfood category can give you a boost because it gives you a super amount of those good substances in order to keep your body functioning how it should do, okay. Now, berries, okay, are a good one to try and include, okay, so things like blueberries, are the best, but also any other berries as well, so strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, all good, okay? Now, berries are good because they're high in fibre, they're low in sugar, they're low in calories, okay, and they've got a high antioxidant profile, okay? So antioxidants are things in our body which helps us from getting ill, and they boost up our immune system, okay? So they're a good one to get in. And also in terms of having the low sugar and the high fibre as well, they maintain our blood sugar levels as well, okay, and keep them regulated, which is what we want in order for weight loss. If you want a bit more information on that, then see the other blog link on our page. Sweet potatoes, okay guys, this is a good one. They're less starchy than normal white potatoes. Try and make the switch straight away. They also contain more fibre, again, increasing the metabolic rate, okay, by making the digestive system work harder. And also because of their taste, we don't have to add any butter or salt or condiments to them, okay, in order to make them taste nice. Whereas if we have a normal jacket potato, then we tend to use other things on there like butter or baked beans or whatever you may have with them, okay. Sweet potatoes also have a very good vitamin A content, okay, which is essential for our everyday well-being. Now the third one is natural bio yogurt, okay guys, and this must be full fat, okay, and I'll explain why in a minute. But first of all, natural bio yogurt contains natural bacterial cultures, okay, which when we're eating these foods break down the bad stuff in our gut, so things like wheat and gluten that we've had in the past through bad foods and the toxins. Okay, these are going to help restore. These natural bacteria are going to help restore the gut to its fully functioning state. Okay, and you can, in a way, they tend to clean out the system. Okay, and put the good bacteria back into the gut, so your digestive system is functioning as much as it can, and you're taking as much good nutrient from your food as you can. The reason I say always go for the full fat versions, okay, guys, is because manufacturers tend to take the fat out, okay, to make it appealing to market. So, for instance, some of you guys are still stuck on the whole thing that fat is bad for you, so you still pick low-fat products. But what happens is with low-fat products, they tend to take the fat out and replace it with sugar in order to still make the product taste nice. And we know that sugar is worse for us because it causes that insulin response and then causes the sugar that we've just ingested, if we're not burning it off, to be stored as fat. So those are my top tips on what's good to eat in order to lose weight. If you've got any questions, then leave me a comment. But until next time, have a good one.